If we talk about Attack on Titan, there's no way we don't discuss its battles that always make your heart race and your eyes glued to the screen. This series isn't just about humans versus titans, but also about ideological wars, moral conflicts, and unparalleled epic moments. So, in this video, we're going to break down the best and most epic battles across the entire Attack on Titan series. One thing's for sure, every action-packed moment we discuss combines perfect elements: god-tier animation, goosebump-inducing storytelling, and unforgettable emotional scenes. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it, starting from the bottom. The Marley Paradise Alliance's battle against the Jaegerists during Azumabito's rescue in Attack on Titan is one of the best and craziest moments. Imagine two factions that were previously trying to kill each other now teaming up to save the world, but ironically having to fight the people of Paradise themselves, including their former comrades and allies. This battle is wild from start to finish. The Alliance must rescue Azumabito to activate the flying boat while fighting against the Jaegerist forces, who are more numerous and ready to crush them. The craziest moment? Mikasa brutally massacres the Jaegerist, who are mostly undertrained kids since the mindless Titans were already wiped out during their time. Yet, behind all this, the battle carries immense emotional weight. We see Armin and Connie deeply conflicted about killing Daz and Samuel, who were literally their comrades. Even though the Jaegerist fight desperately against the Alliance team, they're not entirely wrong either, as they believe what they're doing is for Eldia's protection. Levi Ackerman's battle against the Beast Titan in Season 3 of Attack on Titan is one of the most legendary fights ever. This fight also marks Zeke's first encounter with Levi. This moment doesn't just deliver brutal action, but also elevates Levi's hype as a character who's been OP from the start. Imagine Zeke as the Beast Titan shows up with an arrogant vibe, throwing rocks like he's playing baseball and obliterating the Survey Corps without mercy. Then suddenly, Levi comes from behind with his 3D maneuver gear and slashes through the Beast Titan like he's cutting vegetables. Execution-wise, this fight is a masterpiece. Wit Studio went all out animating Levi's moves, from fluid maneuvering to spinning around the Beast Titan's body, complete with blood effects and Zeke's panicked expression, making viewers feel satisfied seeing the giant monkey get what he deserves. Eren's fight against Reiner and Porco in Attack on Titan is one of the most epic moments ever. This massive battle happens because Marley wants revenge for Paradise's earlier attack on Marley. First, Eren has leveled up significantly here. After mastering the Warhammer Titan's powers, he becomes even more brutal and tactical. We see how he uses the Warhammer's unique abilities to attack Reiner and Porco in ways we never imagined. On the other hand, Reiner and Porco don't hold back either. Despite Reiner's mental exhaustion, he still steps up as the armored Titan to back Marley, while Porco, with his Jaw Titan, brings incredibly fast and aggressive combat moves. Even though Eren is practically on his last legs after being shot in the head, he still manages to leave Reiner and Porco battered. From a visual standpoint, Mappa doesn't mess around. Every scene in this fight is intense. Collapsing buildings, screams filled with rage, and blood splatter make the war's atmosphere feel very real. And in this battle, we are also shown how Zeke changed many Eldia people with one shout. The Survey Corps' battle alongside Eren during their first attack on Marley was completely insane. Imagine, after years of seeing Eren and his friends as victims, in Season 4, they suddenly become ruthless predators. From the start, the vibe is entirely different. Eren appears as the Attack Titan, destroying Marley's war declaration stage like it's no big deal. This attack is not just brutal, but also highly strategic. The Survey Corps, usually on the defensive against Titans, now becomes a hunting force that shows no mercy. Here we also see Armin transforming into the Colossal Titan, creating a nuclear-like explosion that devastates many. The Marleyan forces are completely overwhelmed by Paradise. Just look at Pick, who's barely alive after being hit by Thunder Spears, or Porco, whose arms are ripped off by Eren. In this badass battle, Eren essentially goes solo against a trio, eating the Warhammer Titan and defeating both Reiner and Porco. But even though it's a massive victory for Paradise, we also witness Sasha's death, a heartbreaking moment for fans. When talking about the most intense duels in Attack on Titan, you can't leave out Kenny Ackerman versus Levi Ackerman. This is literally one of those moments that leave you unable to blink. From the opening scene alone, it's heart-pounding. Kenny suddenly appears and shoots Nifa in the head. The moment Kenny shows up, it's pure survival instinct mode. This fight isn't just about who's more skilled, but also about tactics, reflexes, and improvisation in chaotic situations. Levi has to take on Kenny's squad of trained killers in the cramped streets of a densely built town. From an animation perspective, Wit Studio went all out. The animation for this fight is incredibly smooth and stunning, especially when Levi uses the 3D maneuver gear. Levi's nimble movements, Kenny's precise shots, and the destruction along the battlefield are depicted with details that keep your eyes glued to the screen. But what sets this fight apart is the emotional tension. Levi and Kenny share a bloodline as fellow Ackermans but end up as enemies trying to kill each other. Who can forget the legendary Eren vs. Reiner fight in Season 2 of Attack on Titan? This fight is one of the most thrilling turning points in the series. The story kicks off with the Survey Corps investigating why there are Titans inside the walls, even though no wall has been breached. But the craziest moment? When Reiner, out of nowhere, reveals his identity as the one who destroyed the Shiganshina wall and even invites Eren to come to Marley, promising not to harm the people of Paradise in return. Imagine thinking Reiner was just a big brotherly figure who always had his friends' backs, only to have him drop the bombshell that he's the armored Titan. Bam! How crazy is that? Paired with the original soundtrack You See Big Girl, this moment is just too epic to watch. And when Eren finally yells traitor and punches Reiner, the vibes completely change. From an animation perspective, Wit Studio delivered something epic. Every punch, slam, and Titan clash felt impactful. But it's not just about brutal action. This fight is packed with emotion. Eren, who has always felt like a victim, finally faces the harsh reality that someone he considered a friend is a traitor. Meanwhile, Reiner, though an antagonist in this moment, reveals that he's also trapped in a conflict that's tearing him apart inside. Even though the fight ends with Eren losing to Reiner, it still stands as one of the best fights in the entire Attack on Titan series. Okay, who wouldn't be blown away by the epic battle between Eren's founding Titan and the Marley Paradise Alliance? This is literally one of the best battles in anime history, not only because of the insane scale of the fight, but also due to its profound emotional layers. From a narrative standpoint, this battle highlights the complexity of moral conflicts in the AOT world. Eren can't be called a pure villain, he's also a victim of a broken world, taking extreme measures to save his people. On the other hand, the Marley Paradise Alliance has strong reasons to stop him since the repercussions affect not just their world, but all of humanity. It's like pitting two equally flawed ideologies against each other. The iconic moments are just as insane. From Levi still being overpowered despite being half-disabled, to Armin proving why he deserves to be Hanji's successor. And the most spine-chilling part? The resurrection of past Titans. In this battle, we see the armored Titan made of rock, the Warhammer Titan wielding arrow weapons, and even the Okapi Beast Titan kidnapping Armin. But the coolest and most exciting part isn't just there. It's when the resurrected Titans end up protecting the Alliance team. Here we see Bertolt's Colossal Titan and the Jaw Titans of Porco, Ymir, and Marcel, shielding the cornered Alliance troops. Plus, in this battle, there are countless epic moments, like Eren transforming into the Colossal Titan or the Parasite turning the remaining Eldians into Titans to fight Reiner. And then, at the climax, we get a bittersweet moment where Eren himself must die at the hands of Mikasa, the person who cared for him the most. And those are the best and most epic battles in the Attack on Titan series. Which one do you think you like the most?